Whatever works.
Hello everyone, and welcome to tonight's contest between the Ansonia Chargers and the Cromwell-Portland Panthers. This is the semifinal game between the two teams who last met in 2008, and with me tonight is Sean Morse. And Sean, I want to thank you for coming on.
Thanks, Mike. It'll be a great game.
You know, Sean, Cromwell, very good program. They've had a good track record. In fact, they defeated the Chargers back in 2008 in the S final. So, you know, this is definitely a big game for both teams. Ansonia comes in with a record of 11-0, MVL champions, and Cromwell-Portland is 10-1, and they were the Pequot champions. So I expect a much better game than the game we saw the other night.
Should be a great game. Should be some stellar defense from both sides, and should be quite the contest. Deontay Highsmith, the running back, is very good for Cromwell Panthers, Portland, and of course you got Dobbs on the other side for Ansonia.
You know, Sean, Dobbs had a tremendous game last week, 10 carries, 165 yards. He also returned 2 punts for touchdowns. Just a big-time player for Ansonia, and, you know, if you're Ansonia, you just got to keep going to him until somebody stops him.
Definitely, and on the other side for Cromwell, Deontay Highsmith, I believe he had about 269 yards on about 23 carries. So should see quite the running game, or you're going to either see quite the running game from both these teams or quite the defenses.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a great game. I'm hoping for that. You know, last game was pretty much over by the first quarter, so I expect a much better contest tonight, and I'm just excited to be calling the action. I think it's going to be great.
It's going to be a great game, no doubt about it. We have the Ansonia band getting ready, fired up the crowd.
The Chargers are coming out as we speak. They're getting ready to come out onto the field, and again, a tremendous year for the Chargers. They're 11-0, and you know the beat goes on for them.
Certainly does. Certainly does. Tradition never rests in the town of Ansonia.
And the Chargers are getting ready to come out here, and the game will begin at 6:30. And again, nothing better on a Monday night if you have nothing to do. You know, come out to Jarvis Stadium, because this is Valley football at its best.
You got to expect a competitive matchup tonight. Quite a few back and forth scores. You know, just some interesting, probably passing games from both teams as well. Although it's going to be probably primarily run. You should see some passing in there as well, though.
Yeah, I think if you're Ansonia, you know, you're going to go with what got you here, and the bread and butter is to mark out Dobbs. And until somebody stops him, you know, there were a couple injuries, though, Sean, that kind of hurt Ansonia last game. Cody Tedosio went down with an injury in the first quarter. I don't know what his status is for tonight, but he's a big-time player for Ansonia, and they really need him to be in this game. I do see, I believe he's number, I want to say, no, correction. Sorry about that. He's number 11. I don't know if he's dressed or what, but, you know, he's a big-time player for Ansonia Junior, and, you know, they can't afford to have players out like that, so hopefully he plays tonight.
And midfield, captain for Cromwell. Our number 15, Carl Ray.
Both teams have taken the field at this point, and the captains are getting ready to meet at the center of the field, along with the referees.
Right.
Ansonia's captain.
Trying to see here, Sean. I'm trying to look for number 11, Cody Tedosio. Somebody knows if Cody isn't playing. Feel free to let us know.
Number 32, Malcolm Parker.
Both captains
Oh,
now
I do
meeting.
see Cody warming up. He is playing, and that's a good sign for Ansonia. Hopefully, even if he's 75%, that's, important for Ansonia. And he does seem to be walking okay. Big test is going to be how he runs, but it's good to see him out there in uniform.
Captains meeting at the center of the field now.
Castrovich surrounded by Murphy and a safety.
Michael Jarrett with the Yale hat.
Coin toss taking place.
Yeah.
And coin has been flipped. Cromwell has won the toss.
Cromwell has won the toss.
They're going to receive, and so the Chargers defense will come on the field first, and we'll get a good idea of how it's going to be tonight.
After I get At this time, ladies and gentlemen, we ask that you please rise, remove your hat, as we honor America and those who support our freedom, both at home and abroad, with the singing of the national anthem.
Okay, and we are ready to go here at Jarvis Stadium, and this should be, like I said, a good contest tonight. I expect a good game, and I'm just excited to watch it.
It's going to be a great matchup. Cromwell has beaten Ansonia before in 2008 in the Class S final, so they know this team very well, and Ansonia's beaten them a few times too. So these teams are very familiar with each other, so it should be a good matchup.
And the Chargers are going to be tested early to be on defense, and you always want to have that first good series. You don't want to have the team march down and score. So big series for the Chargers on defense, and I think it's big for Cromwell on offense. Somebody wants to set the tone for how the game's going to go.
As both teams now preparing for the kickoff.
And Bryson Cafaro will kick off. The senior for the Chargers has had a very nice career here at Ansonia.
Bryson, who I believe made All-NBL last week when the teams were announced.
Coming up to kickoff. 15, Bryson Kafaro.
Back for Cromwell is Christian Sapp, and I believe,
Coaching staff from Deontay Heisman.
and it's a squib kick by Ansonia. Picked it, and he gets it. The Cromwell player falls on it, almost a fumble there. That was number 15 for Cromwell, Carell LeRae.
A little bit of a bobble.
Yeah.
He covered it up real quick on the squib kick.
And the Panthers will start on offense. Let's see what they do. And again, I think Cromwell has to move the ball. They don't necessarily have to score, but they have to move the ball here, or, again, they could be in the same predicament that Stafford was in last week.
And both teams now at the line. Cromwell in a shotgun.
Yeah. And it's handed off to up the middle. He got about maybe 4 yards. Maybe 4, 5 possibly. That was number 33, and that is Christian Sapp for the Panthers.
Number 32, Christian Staff, the ball carrier, brought down by Tavius Winder.
Tavius Winder on the tackle for the Chargers, along with Justin Lopez as well. He got about 3 yards on that. And shotgun.
Both teams at the line. Ansonia in their 4-4 defense.
And a pitch. Again, that's the Sapp, and he goes nowhere. He probably lost a yard, maybe 2.
Sonia's linebackers got right in there and tackled him in the backfield.
And that was Cody Tedosio, Sean. And as I mentioned, he came out in the first quarter last week, did not return. So it's good to see him back, and all signs indicate that he's healthy, and that's good for the Chargers.
He's got a great start so far.
Big third for Cromwell. Got to be able to move the ball thus far. The first 2 plays haven't been very good.
Both teams at the line.
And again, it's another handoff, this time to number 22, and he is stuffed. That was Justin John Sanina.
Sonia's defense being very stingy so far, not allowing Cromwell to get a first down.
And that was the senior quarterback for Ansonia making the tackle, Bryson Cafaro. Big tackle right there. Looked like he had that gap, and then Cafaro closed it.
Back for Ansonia.
And Cromwell will now be punting on 4th down.
That's going to Dobbs. That's going to be a fair catch. Now he fumbles, and there's a flag on the play. I don't know what the flag is.
Cover the ball.
Might be fair catch interference. I'm not sure. We will see in a second. Looks like Ansonia's backing up, though, so it might be against the Chargers. I don't know exactly what the call is, but... And that's going to be holding against the Chargers.
Legal block.
Legal block in the back. Yep. The Chargers will start at about the, let's say maybe the 10-yard line. About the 12-yard line.
Well, we marked that about the 13-yard line.
Not the way you want to start your offense or special teams play.
And, Sean, I got to believe that it's going to go to Mr. Dobbs. I think that's what you have to do until somebody stops it.
High formation for Ansonia.
And again, it's to Dobbs. And there he goes. And good amount of yards right there by Dobbs. Good for a Charger first down. And he brings it up to about the 25-yard line.
Dobbs right up the middle. A huge hole opened up on the left side. And he just barreled right through the defense.
Yeah, kid is so good. I mean, you really have to be on your game because chances are he's going to beat you more than not.
Ansonia in the eye once again.
And looks like somebody moved for Cromwell. And again, it's the Dobbs. And this time he goes nowhere. It gets about a yard.
Put it to the other side, the right side. And you got maybe like a yard.
Bring up 2nd and 8 for the Chargers. Yeah.
Chargers now coming up to the line. I formation once again.
Got two wideouts to the right. And again, it's to Dobbs, and he's going to be stopped. Gets maybe 3 yards. Maybe 3 yards. Nice play by the Panthers defense. Good job.
You know, Mike, before the game started, we talked a lot about defenses and how that would play a part, and certainly playing a part so far. Ansonia on this big third down.
That was Brent Roberts on the stop for Cromwell. And it's big 3rd and 4 for Ansonia here, but also for Cromwell. If Cromwell could hold them, you know, that's a great start because, again, you want to establish something early on in the game.
Both teams at the line now.
And I think they're going to go to their fullback here. That's he's in motion. And it's a pass. Cafaro drops back, and it's going to be a screen, and that's going to be a first down. That might be more. That's forget about it. He is gone. Forget about it. Goodbye. Touchdown, Chargers. A screen pass to Markel Dobbs, and he takes it for 58-yard touchdown run. And just like that, again, you cannot give up big plays to this team. And right off the bat, that's exactly what the Panthers did. Great call by Coach Brockett, and the Chargers take an early 6-0 lead.
Set up for the extra point now.
That was a heck of a play call by Coach Brockett. Cafaro will attempt the extra point, and and it is good. And with 8 minutes to go in the first quarter, the Chargers jump out first, 7-0. That's a heck of a play call. You can't say enough about that. And I mean, Cromwell wasn't expecting that, and Mr. Dobbs ran it for 58 yards.
It's a great run, great blocking by the Ansonia right sideline to get that big, huge, about 55 or 60-yard play up the sideline. As both teams now, special teams getting ready to come out onto the field.
Cafaro will kick off for Ansonia. Back deep is Sapp for Cromwell, and also, I believe, number 11. That is Deonta Highsmith. And, you know, Sean, I really believe Cromwell has to move the ball here. You can't have another 3 and out. You get it down. And Cafaro's kick, again, he squibs it, and that's the game plan tonight for Ansonia. And again, almost another fumble, but he does recover. 20 for Cromwell. Alex Hinkle recovers. Cromwell.
Sony going with the onside kick again. That was very interesting.
You know,
Very
if you're
interesting
Cromwell, Sean, pick it up, you know. It hasn't hurt him. It was very close the last 2 times.
I don't think they've been ready for that tonight.
And
Both teams at the line now.
Liam Coleman.
Yep. Coleman.
Yeah. Well, and again, he hands it off, and there's a run, and there he goes. Oh, and the ref got it. Hey, that's number 33. That is Sapp again. What a run by Sapp. Big first down for Cromwell, Sean. I got to be honest, if that ref didn't get in his way, I think he had that for a touchdown.
It was very, that ref got in his way. He had the whole side of the field open, and he's got to be upset with that ref.
Heck of a run by Sapp. That was Christian Sapp, and he brings it up to about, I would say, you know, I would say about the 41-yard line. And that was a heck of a run. Good start for Cromwell on this series.
Back in the shotgun again. Both teams at the line.
And again, and now Coleman takes it himself. He doesn't get anything. Maybe a yard. Gets about, you know, gets back to the line of scrimmage.
Malcolm Martin along with Michael
LaRoba on the tackle for Ansonia.
Be second and about 11 for Cromwell.
One thing's for sure, Sean, is Cromwell has shown so far they can move the ball. I think that's a good sign for them because you got to be able to move the ball against this team.
Definitely. They're keeping up with them.
And they're in the shotgun again. And this time he's back to pass Coleman, and he's got nobody. He's going to get sacked, and he's going to lose a yard. He's probably going to lose a couple.
Lose about 5.
5-yard loss. Could not find a man. Good coverage by the Chargers.
It'll be 3rd and about 16 now for Cromwell's Panthers.
You know, Sean, I don't get it. You know, Sapp makes a great run. I would keep giving it to him. I don't understand this play call right there.
Yeah, that was, you know, they had everyone spread out to the side.
The last 2 play calls I question because give it to Mr. Sapp. He's showing he can run with it. Big 3rd and 16 here. Man in motion, and it's going to number 22, and he's going to get about 5 yards. That's a John Sienna. And the Panthers are going to have to punt.
The punt team looks like the punt team's coming on right now.
Good job by the Chargers after that big run by Sapp. They were able to, you know, contain and do a good job.
And last week we saw Dobbs return 2 punt returns, so he is dangerous.
I would not kick it to him. If you're the Panthers, I say you kick it away from him. And there's a flag on the play, false start, I believe. See what the call is. Yeah, illegal procedure against the Panthers.
That'll move him back.
Again, you cannot make mistakes like this. Dobbs back for the Chargers. And again, I would just kick it away from them if I'm the Panthers. And that's exactly what they did, but that's a short punt. That's not, you better hope it takes the bounce, and it did not. And Chargers are going to begin at like the 38-yard line.
It's like about the 36.
And again, if you're Cromwell here, Sean, you cannot let Ansonia score it. The Ansonia Chargers will take over at the 37-yard line with 5:03 to go in the first quarter. Ansonia leads 7-0 over the Cromwell Panthers.
So we hit the line now.
Again, this is and it's going to Dobbs, and he is up. He's gone again. He's going to get him this time, but he brings it up to the 40-yard line. But that was a good tackle by Sienna because Dobbs looked like he had that broke. Chargers will take over at the 40-yard line.
At Cromwell's 40-yard line. 42, actually 38. Cromwell's 38.
This is going to be the problem, though, for Team Sean. I mean, if you could not stop Dobbs, you're going to be in for a long night because he is just going to do what he wants, and Ansonia is going to continue to give him the ball.
It almost looks like they're playing a little bit of a tight wing T type offense.
Right, and it's going to Dobbs again, and this time he's stopped. He got about 2 yards, but 22 on the tackle, Sienna. John Sienna thus far is playing a great game on defense. And he got a yard on that play to bring up 2nd and 9 for the Chargers. You know, the weather's a lot better tonight, Sean. It, you know, it didn't look that way when the day started, but beautiful weather tonight. Much better than what we saw last week.
It's a clear night. It's clean. The field is dry. Should be clean ball playing on the field most of the night. So we get the line.
And Cafaro's going to pass, and he's got Dobbs wide open. Oh, he dropped the ball! Oh!
Wow.
He was there. He was wide open. He would have had another 6, but could not hold on to the ball.
Missed opportunity for Dobbs and Cafaro.
You know, Sean, those things don't usually happen to Ansonia. They usually burn you on that stuff. You know, 3rd down and 9 now for the Chargers. Great pass by Cafaro. Dobbs was there, just didn't catch it.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable.
You know, that was a gift for Cromwell. Let's see what they do here. That's probably the makeup for the ref getting in the way, but big 3rd and 9. I say just give it to Dobbs again. I mean, the kid can't. Looks like Ansonia called the timeout here. Yeah, timeout.
Must have seen something on the defense they didn't like. And they decided to call a timeout and rethink this. There's 3:55 to go in the first quarter here at Jarvis Stadium.
You know, Sean, I did hear Shelton was ahead early against Richfield 7-0, so the Gales get off to a quick start. And the Valley's really, you know, it's great to see the Valley represented.
Middletown is down 6-0 to Windsor midway through the first in the Class L semifinal.
Jarvis Stadium, Ansonia, George DeLeo, Mike Mazzaro,
Do we have a Seymour score at all? Not yet.
Join us on Facebook Live, 960 WLI Facebook page.
Big third down here for both teams. If you're Cromwell, you have to make a stop here. You cannot fall 2 scores to this team. So this is a big series for Cromwell on defense. And for Ansonia, they want to be able to put this game away early.
I formation for Ansonia.
And it's going to go to Dobbs, and that's the right call. And he slips, and yet he's still, and he might have, I think he's a little short.
Looks just a bit short, right on the line. And if you're Coach Rocket, are you going to think about maybe going for it?
Oh, I definitely think he's going to go
It's
for
fourth
it.
and about 3, actually. It's not as short as we thought.
But you're in 4th down territory. You're going to go for this. It's a 4th and 2 here. This is a big defensive series for Cromwell.
Ansonia goes for it.
This is a big series. Big
Seeing
play.
that wing T formation again.
Cafaro, and he's going to hand it off to Dobbs, and Dobbs, I don't know. I don't think he might have got it. He reached and got it.
That's close. Let's see.
I think
See what the chain says.
it's going to depend on the spot, but I think he might have got it. And Cromwell may have stopped it. I don't know. They're going to do a measurement. I thought he had it, Sean. I could be wrong.
It's very close. Very, very close. They're going to bring the chains out, it looks like.
I mean, it looks like to me he has it. And again, my eyes aren't the best, but it does look like a first down. We will see. Cromwell, you know.
The officials bringing the chains on the field now.
Cromwell seems to think it's short, but I don't
Stretching
know.
out the chains.
And he got it.
It's a first. It's official.
First down Chargers. That's a big play for Ansonia. And if you're Cromwell, that's, you know, it's unfortunate, but.
Rocky Hill has scored again and leads Seymour 14-0 first quarter.
And Rocky Hill leads Seymour 14-0 first quarter. So Rocky Hill is starting off very good. They're a very good team, Sean.
Looks like Shelton is losing 7-0 to Richfield.
No, actually, Shelton's at 7-0
Oh,
to
okay.
Richfield. We'll see what Ansonia does here, but they're in very good shape this quarter. So all the momentum is with them right now, and Cromwell's, you know, again, you have to make a stop somewhere.
So a little bit here, setting up the chains.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on, but. Oh, okay. Yeah. Thank you for that.
Final hit, it's all good because didn't say it. When he started to drive, you see it. Go see my boy. I thought I was started.
Kind of official timeout.
They're trying to get the chains restarted here. I think we're ready to go here. And yes, we are. The referee's motioning, and here we go.
Darien is up 7-0 with 5:20 to go in the first.
And we're ready to go. Ansonia's in that tight wing T offense. It looks like. And there's a flag down. I don't know what happened there. Probably a false start.
Whistle was blown.
May have been a false start on Ansonia. Oh, encroachment on the Panthers. You know, that you cannot make these mistakes. I can't emphasize this enough. You're going to make mistakes against this team is going to burn you.
Yeah, you cannot fall
Shelton
behind
is
like
at
that.
14-0 now against Richfield, so the Gales have come ready to play tonight as well.
So now, line on the wing T once again.
And a handoff. And that is number 6, I believe, for
Justin
Ansonia.
Lopez, the ball carrier.
I'm sorry, number 8, Justin Lopez, and he's stopped.
Terrell Laurie, along with number 7, Zach Steer.
Quite a few fans in the stands here today. You got to give them credit for coming out on this chilly night.
Yeah, you know, a lot more than last game. And that's going to be second and maybe 3. I'm going to say about second and 4 here.
2:25 to go in the first. Ansonia once again.
Another tight offense here, and it's going to Dobbs, and this kid just could do it all, and he might have got 2. He might be a little short, but
Looked like the same play just to the other side where they take the
I
wingman
think he's
and
short by a
Dobbs.
yard, Sean. I think it's going to be a 3rd and 1.
Okay, 3rd and 1.
Again, you know, Ansonia is moving the ball. They're getting positive yardage, and I'll tell you right now, if Cromwell can't stop them, it's going to be a long night.
Ansonia in the red zone, getting very, very dangerous territory. They're hard to stop in this area. Wishbone now.
And he's going to hand off to Dobbs, and goodbye. He's going to go in for the touchdown. Touchdown, Markel Dobbs. From Arkell to Markel, this program just continues to produce great running backs. And with 1:35 to go, the Chargers are in business, 13-0. And I believe it's going to be a long evening for the Panthers. I really do.
Well, it's still early. Anything can happen, but Ansonia in their wishbone formation just pounded it up the middle with Dobbs.
Cafaro did attempt the extra point, and the kick is up, and I think he's short there. I don't think he made it. And kick is no
Kick is
good.
no good.
So with 1:35 to go, the Ansonia Chargers lead 13-0 over the Cromwell-Portland Panthers here at Jarvis Stadium.
We want to remind everyone, at halftime, we'll have an interview with Ansonia legends Kenny Tinney and Montrell Dobbs.
Montrell is also the older brother of Markel Dobbs, and Montrell had an outstanding career as well for the Chargers. Cafaro will pick off for the Chargers, and
After Cromwell. Highsmith. Along with Staff. Kicking off for
Starting to get ready to kick off now.
Cafaro to kick off for the Chargers, and he squibs it again, and 31 falls on it at about the 50-yard line. That is Vanadin Candy, and Cromwell's got good field position here. Let's see what they do with it. They really have to, in my opinion, they have to score in this series, or again, they're not going to be around much longer.
It's going to get dangerous if they don't. Very passionate fans here on the Ansonia side, and plenty of great fans on the Cromwell side as well.
You know, they're at the 47. They have got to make something here, and, you know, I say you give it to Mr. Sapp. He's a very good running back, and Coleman in the shotgun again. And Sapp goes in motion, and it's going to be given to number 15. That's Cromwell-Portland for the Panthers. He gets about 3 on the play. Tavius Winder on the stop for the Chargers.
Looked like a very similar play to when they got that big open field earlier when the running back ran into the ref. I'd keep running it if I were them.
You know, they can move the ball, Sean. They do have a very good offense from what I could tell so far. And, you know, but again, you have to make big plays, and they've yet to do that. Coleman in the shotgun again.
Something in the 4-4 defense.
And it's given to Sapp, and here goes Sapp. He's going to try to get to the outside, and he's not going to make it.
The ball carrier.
He's going to be stopped by number 8 for Ansonia. That was Justin Lopez on the tackle. And I think he might have gotten maybe a yard, maybe 2, but that's about it.
Third and
9. Actually, he lost a half a yard, my correction on that. Okay, big 3rd down for the Panthers. Got to get a 1st down here. There's about 25 seconds to go in the first period. And it's been all Ansonia.
Cromwell's going to try to get a playoff here.
And they will. in the shotgun again for Coleman, and let's see, he's going to pass, and he's got a man, and that's number 22, and he is going to get, I don't know, and he does get the first down. That's John Sienna, the captain for the Panthers, having a great game so far in this early period.
He was in motion, and they led their other receiver up the field. The D-back picked him up, and nobody had him who caught the ball and just had a
With
great
8
play.
seconds to go in the period. Panthers are in business. They got, they're in good field position here. Let's see what they come out in again. And it's going to be a shotgun again. See if they go. And again, 22 is going in motion, and it's a pitch to number 15, and he's got good yardage. He got about 7. That is Cottrell LeRae. Actually, no, correction. Deontay. Yeah.
That'll do it for the first quarter. Ansonia 13, Cromwell, nothing.
Sean, good series right now for Cromwell. They're moving the ball, and again, they have to get a score here. If they get a score here, they're back in the game, and we have a ball game. But very important that they score on this series.
This will be key for them. Yep. I think if you're Cromwell's coach, you tell them you can keep your head high, keep your head in the game, and you're still in it. Don't back out just yet. You hear the Ansonia band warming up, getting the crowd fired up.
Sean, I want to say hello to someone from Kannapolis, North Carolina. He's listening to the game tonight. Butch Kelly, longtime Ansonia resident, and want to say hello to Butch. Butch, we appreciate you watching, and your good friend Bobby Barth says hello.
Thanks.
And
Big and
Cromwell moving to the other side of the
First
field.
and 10
Start the second quarter.
they're in the shotgun again. It's a little high, but it's the number 15 again, and he gets about 2. That's going to be LeRae, the ball carrier, and he's taken down by number 32, Malcolm Martin. And Malcolm Martin seems to be okay as well. I had heard he had a bit of an injury the other day, but he looks very good right now. And Richfield leads Shelton 14-3. Yeah, Shelton leads Richfield 14-3. In the shotgun here again for the Panthers. In motion again, and that's going to be Sapp. And Sapp's got goodbye. Sapp is going to score a touchdown for the Panthers. And just like that, the Panthers are back in the game. Touchdown, Sapp. Christian Sapp. And that was a 37-yard run for Christian Sapp, and the Panthers are back in the game. Big run by Sapp. He's had a few so far. Excellent job by the Panthers on that series.
And at the end of the first quarter, Rocky Hill leads Seymour 14-0.
Sean, that was a great job by the Panthers there. Excellent job. And they're back in the game now, and, just like that. And they're going to go for 2, it looks like.
They're going for 2. And that shotgun again.
And Sapp's going to take it himself. I don't think he's going to go anywhere. Oh, no, he gets out. He might. And he is going to be in. What a run by Sapp.
Great play.
Sean, it looked like he was stopped. He kind of danced a little bit. He turned around and got in for the 2-point conversion. And with 11:05 to go in this contest in the second period, Ansonia 13, Cromwell-Portland 8.
We said these two teams knew each other well. We knew it would be a good game, and certainly Cromwell has proven that they belong here. Ansonia has not been beaten in Class S finals on this field since I believe it was 2000.
Yeah, you might know better than me, but it's been a long time. Chargers don't usually lose on this field too much, so I wouldn't be surprised if that's the case. Now you're the Panthers. I mean, you have to have a big defensive series here. But if you're the Chargers, you know, you don't panic. You're still ahead 13-8, and you know you can move the ball. You know you could score. You just got to keep doing what you're doing. Nothing to panic about yet.
Yeah, I think if you're Cromwell, you're happy where you're at right now. And now it's time to play defense and come up with a stop against the Chargers.
And I can't tell what number this is kicking off for Cromwell. I think 32 maybe. Fitzsimmons maybe.
Maybe
And he
an
splits
onside.
it. I would not. Oh. And Ansonia recovers. And if you're Cromwell, I don't know why you did that. You're giving them field position at the 50-yard line with that offense. I kind of wonder about that call, but I don't really know what they were doing there.
So you got a taste of their own medicine as they've been onside all night. But
And that was picked up for Ansonia by number 24, Jake Butler. He got drilled as he caught it, but he held on to the ball. Good job by Butler. And Butler's going to be wide out to the left here.
Ansonia in the eye.
Handoff to Dobbs, and he's going to get some positive yardage. He got stuffed at first, but he gets about 3 or 4.
First down play here for Ansonia. That's Dobbs.
Good run by Dobbs. He made nothing into something. He brings it up to the 47-yard line, so he got about 2 or 3 on the play. 2nd and 7 for the Chargers.
And Ansonia in that tight wing tee once again.
And Dobbs again, and there goes Dobbs, and he is taken down at about the 32-yard line. Great run by Markel Dobbs.
Dobbs coming out of the wing on that sort of hanging around play on the sweep, and he just came up on around the outside and got downfield. Look for a chance there, like he's going to break it, but Cromwell played staunch defense there. Good job by the Cromwell defense to keep him out of the end zone.
That was a game play right there, and Chargers are in business again at the 32.
Wing T formation once again.
Faro, and he's got Dobbs open, and he is going to go in for and he falls. Did he get in? Nope. He's down at about the 2-yard line. Dobbs kind of fell towards the end, but big play by Cafaro. Nice pass, gives it to Dobbs, and he's at the 2-yard line. And this Ansonia offense, Sean, they just cannot be stopped.
That was that same play on earlier, just to the other side this time.
That was a 31-yard gain right there. Great job by Ansonia. Great sprocket.
9:54 to go in the second quarter.
And Ansonia's at about the 1-yard line, and you may see them give it to their fullback here, Matt. And it's given to Dobbs again, and I think he's in. Touchdown, Markel Dobbs. His 3rd touchdown of the night. And the Chargers take a 20-8 lead with 9:45 to go in the second period.
Well, it's actually 18.
Actually, the Chargers lead. See what they do here. I think they'll just kick the extra point or 2, but let's see. Oh, they are going to go. See what they do here. Looks like that tight offense, and it's nice play. And Justin Lopez runs it in for the 2-point conversion. And with 9:45 to go, 21, Cromwell-Portland 8. Say hello to a guy who supported us through this whole process. He's a former Ansonia Charger for the class of 1997. He was on the 96 Ansonia team. Very good running back, number 48, James Jaffer, or Jay Jaffer. Great guy. Jay, of course, was a very good running back for the Chargers and was also a part of 2 state championship teams in 94 and 95, and also played alongside legendary Ansonia quarterback Luke Richmond.
Okay.
Then we're going to kick off number 16. Right to Cafaro. After Cromwell, Highsmith, along with Sack.
And Cafaro will kick off, and he's been squibbing each kick, so I'm inclined to believe that's what he's going to do again. Probably kick it right to the left over here, and he kicks it a little deeper this time, and that's going to go to, and again, Cromwell's had trouble all night fielding the kickoffs, and that's going to go to Sapp, and he puts it up to about the 30-yard line, maybe 29-yard line. Darwin Miyama on the tackle for Cromwell. Or for the Chargers, I should say.
It looks like New Canaan leads Notre Dame West Haven 7-3 with 9:03 to play in the first half.
And it is now 21-3 Shelton. They lead Richfield 21-3, and the Gales, you know, are in business tonight. And Coleman's in the shotgun again. See what they do here. And he's going to pass, and I don't know. And it looked like the receiver fell. Looked like it was going to be a short pass to 21 right there, Justin Sturgos, and he just kind of fell.
Want to remind everyone at halftime we'll have interviews with Ansonia legends Kenny Tinney and Montreal Dobbs.
Second and 10 for Cromwell-Portland. See what they do here. They're in the shotgun again. They have three wideouts to the right over there. And it's a handoff, and it's, can't see who that is, number 11, I believe. Might be Sapp again, number 33, Sapp. Tedosio on the tackle for the Chargers. That's a gain of 3 on the play. That'll bring up 3rd and 7. 3rd and 7 for the Panthers here.
Ansonia about a 4-4 offense. Last couple of possessions.
Big 3rd down for Cromwell here.
Defense, I'm sorry.
They got 2 to the right, 2 to the left. And it's going to go to Sapp again, and he's not going to get the first. He's going to get about maybe 3. Got it to about the 35-yard line, but that's going to bring up 4th down. And if you're Cromwell, you got to punt. Good job by Ansonia in this defensive series.
Got a punt.
Tedosio on the tackle for Ansonia.
8:30 to go in the second quarter here at Jarvis Stadium.
And a good punt. It's a good punt, and he kicks it away from Dobbs. Good job, and that's going to go to about the 30. About the 28-yard line, and the Chargers will start at the 28-yard line. With 8:03 to go, it's Ansonia 21, Cromwell-Portland 8.
That Ansonia band kids work hard, play their instruments.
Rocky Hill now leads Seymour 21-0. And I know it's still early, but
So the line in high formation.
and let's see what they do here at the 28. And it's going to go to Dobbs again, and Dobbs is going to get about 2, maybe 2. Gets to about the 30-yard line. Bring up 2nd and 8 for the Chargers. And Tedosio again on the tackle for Ansonia. Cody Tedosio having a great game thus far in defense for the Chargers. Actually, I'm sorry. What am I saying? I believe that was Sienna on the tackle for Cromwell. I said Tedosio. I don't know what happened there. Bring up 2nd and 8 for the Chargers at the 30-yard line.
I formation.
And again, it's going to Dobbs, and he's going to be stopped. He gets maybe a yard, maybe 2. Bring up 3rd and 6, maybe 3rd and 7. Sienna on the tackle again for Cromwell. 3rd and 5 for the Chargers. Big 3rd down here. Cromwell has got to make a stop here. Sean, Cromwell-Portland has got to make a stop here. Cannot afford to give up another first down. You've got to get the ball back. Time is running out very quickly for them if they do not stop him here.
Certainly.
No.
With 5 down.
And Cafaro hands it off to Dot. Oh, I got faked out. Cafaro's going to try to run it. Let's see if he gets it. He gets a first down. Not a
Very
big
close.
No,
I'm not
I
sure
think
he
he got it. I think he did get it. Actually, he's a yard. They called him out of bounds, so bring up 4th and 1. And the Chargers will punt, but I would watch for a fake here. They've been known to do that, so if you're Cromwell, you watch for the fake here. Coach Brockett likes to take chances. It wouldn't surprise me if he faked this punt. Cafaro will be back to punt for the Chargers. Back is Sapp for the Panthers.
2
people back for the Panthers.
Again, this could be a fake. I would not doubt it. Let's see what they do. And he is going to punt it, and fair catch being made by any fair catch. That was Highsmith. Deonta Highsmith with the fair catch, and Rocky Hill will take over at the 31-yard line. Or not Rocky Hill, Cromwell. Getting ahead of myself here. And Richfield just scored. It is now 21-9, Shelton.
Windsor is up 27
against
Middletown.
I'd like to thank Ryan Driscoll from Seymour. He's doing a great job giving us updates on scores. Really appreciate it. Ryan's a great kid and former baseball player for Seymour, an excellent athlete. And this is number 16, maybe 15, Leray. And great, it looks like maybe he brings it up to the 40.
Cromwell.
That's a gain of 9, and that'll be 2nd and 1. Great run by Leray. Jake Butler on the well. Bring up 2nd and 1 for Cromwell. And again, Cromwell's got to make, I think Cromwell has to score here. If they could get a score before the half, hey, you never know.
We haven't seen these teams throw it up in the air that much.
And Ansonia has one to the left, one to the... Actually, Cromwell has 2 wideouts to the right and 1 to the left. And this is going to go to... Oh, it's a pass, and he's open, but it's going to be overthrown. He overthrew him. Highsmith was open, but Coleman just overthrew him. Bring up 3rd and 1 for the Panthers.
Just talking about how these teams didn't go to the air that much, and then they go to the air, it's overthrown.
I mean, he was there, Sean. Again, got to make big plays. When the opportunity's there, you got to make the plays. And pass was just overthrown. Tough break for the Panthers. It is now 21-10 Shelton over Richfield in the 2nd period. So Richfield gets back in the game. And let's see, Cromwell's 3rd and 1. They're in the shotgun here. Let's see what they do. Got a man in motion. Oh, and it goes over his head, and Coleman is down at about the 30. That's going to be a loss of 9 on the play. And, cannot make plays like that. Again, mistakes, and mistakes kill you. And thus far, the Panthers are just making too many mistakes.
The snap was high over the quarterback's head, and he just couldn't recover. He just had to fall on way behind the original line of scrimmage.
And Rocky Hill leads Seymour 28-0 now, and all indications are Rocky Hill will be playing the winner of tonight's game in the Class S final. Cromwell punts, and let's see, it's going to go to about maybe the 36, maybe 29, so ball rolls dead at about the 29-yard line. The Chargers will start at the 29-yard line. Let's see what they do here. And and Dobbs saying goodbye. Goodbye. He is going to get to about, and he's going to break it. He's going to score a touchdown again. His 4th of the night. What a run by Dobbs. Unbelievable. And that was a 71-yard run, and now Ansonia leads 27-8 with 4 minutes and 34 seconds to go. And Sean, the bottom line is and there is a flag on the play. There is a flag. I don't know what the flag is yet, but it may be coming back. This play may be coming back. They called it at about the 16-yard line. I don't know exactly what. And there is no flag. It is a touchdown, so the flag maybe a player from Ansonia ran out. I don't know what, but the flag has been put away, and the touchdown does count. And that was a 71-yard touchdown run, and Markel Dobbs is just, these past 2 games, he's been phenomenal. He's been phenomenal all year. And it's 27-8 with 4:34 to go. And again, you know, I know it's still early, but right now it looks like Ansonia is halfway there to the championship game.
There's still an entire half left to be played, but
can't stop them though, Sean. If they're not going to stop them, you know, and they're going to go for 2, and that's going to be number 8. And did he get in? And he did. That was Justin Lopez. And it is now 29-8 Ansonia with 4:34 to go.
Cromwell-Portland 8.
You know, Sean, you just cannot make mistakes against this team. And Ansonia's offense is so dangerous. I mean, Dobbs is so explosive that, you know, if you give him a little hole, he's just going to take it all the way. I mean, the kid is just too good.
it's difficult to stop. You can train your kids all week, but you know, if you don't tackle him, he's going to make off these 70-yard runs. So Cromwell's going to have to do something really, really fast to stop this kid. Team preparing for the kickoff.
Again, if you're Cromwell, I mean, I've been saying it all night. Big offensive series here, but they have got to score in this series. If you could get it to 29-14 at the half, I mean, you got a fighting chance. It's still a big mountain to climb, but at least you're in the game. But they've got to score in this series here. I think it's going to be over very quick.
Certainly can't.
Cafaro squibs it again, and it's going to.
Kickoff.
It's at 37. Number 20 fell on it. Ankle. So Cromwell will start at the 37-yard line.
Pinko covered the ball.
29-8 right now, Chargers with about 4:33 to go in the contest in the second period.
Ball's on the 37-yard line.
Holman, he hands it off to number 2, and big run, and oh, wow. That is again, Sienna's having a great game tonight, both sides of the ball, and he brings it up to about the 50-yard line.
He just grabbed those Ansonia D-backs into the first down, past the first down marker, and change the move. First down, good run.
He's at the 49-yard line, but nice run by Sienna. Sienna and Sapp have had very good games thus far. Very good first half for Cromwell. It's 1st and 10 at the 49. They're in the shotgun again. Let's see what Coleman does here. And he's going to hand it off to Sapp, and he goes nowhere. He gets maybe a yard. He might have got back to the line of scrimmage. Winder on the tackle for Ansonia.
Loss of 1.
It's a loss of 1 on the play. Bring up 2nd and 11. Let's see what we got here. They got 2 wideouts to the right, 1 to the left.
Ansonia like a 5 4 D backs.
Sienna in motion, and Coleman's going to pass, and he's going to be
Pressure.
Coleman, and he
Quarterback
might have got to the which by Martin. Coleman.
Long 12 to Ortiz.
Up 12, and he lost a yard again.
3rd and 12.
You know, again, Cromwell's offense just can't make the big plays, making too many mistakes.
Under 3 minutes to go now in the second quarter here at Charter Stadium. And Cromwell's got to make something happen fast.
See what they do here. They're back in the shotgun again. They've got 2 to the left, 2 to the right. 3rd and 12. You got to pass here, I think. And they are. And he's going to, again, pressured. Again, that was by number 55, I believe, for Ansonia. That's Michael LaRova.
55, Michael LaRova.
And again,
4th and 21.
yeah, again, Ansonia just playing great on both sides of the ball. And, you know, right now, I think it's all Ansonia. I think you could make a strong case for your final.
Hard to beat Ansonia at Jarvis Field.
We mentioned that earlier.
It's hard to beat Ansonia in general. They're just so good. And the punt goes to about the 31-yard line. Ansonia will take over first 10 with 1:47 to go, Sean. Plenty of time to punch another score in.
Might very well do that.
See what Ansonia does here with 1:47 to go. I think they're just going to continue to give the ball to Mr. Dobbs, and, you know, why not? I mean, the kid's on a roll again.
Well, here we go. Ansonia in that wing tee again.
That tight wing tee. See what they do here, and it's going to go to and Dobbs is taken down. It was a little pitched. It was a reverse from number 8, Justin Lopez. He pitched it off to Dobbs. Bring up 2nd and 11. Loss of 1 on the play. 1:29 to go. Let's see what Ansonia does here. They might try another screen pass. Wouldn't surprise me.
About 2 inches, yes.
Let's see. They've got 2 wideouts, and
Right,
Cafaro, and he gives it to Dobbs. It was a fake, and Dobbs has got plenty of room, and Dobbs, he's just, there goes Dobbs. He's going to be taken down at about the 40-yard line, and Markel Dobbs, we've been saying his name all night. We've been saying his name in the past 2 games. Number 1, Markel Dobbs, continuing his great game.
31-yard gain.
That's about a 31, 32-yard gain by Dobbs. Excellent job by Dobbs. Can't say enough about this kid.
Ansonia in the eye now, utilizing the time well. 2 spots out to the right.
And Cafaro back to pass. He's got a man open. 24 is wide open, and that is, oh, and he almost caught it. Good try by number 24 for Ansonia. That was Jake Butler. Pass was a little overthrown. He tried to catch it with one hand, but wasn't able to. But a great effort by Butler.
The defensive back for Cromwell caught up with him. Some good defense.
I believe that was number 32 for, maybe 33 for Cromwell. Again, Sapp. Sapp is playing great both sides of the ball for the Panthers.
Certainly.
Bring up 2nd and 10. for
Ansonia in the eye.
Cafaro back to pass again. This time he goes to number 8. That is Lopez. And Lopez again, and a good run by Lopez. He brings it up to about the 30-yard line.
36 seconds to go. Will Ansonia get a score in here?
Ansonia's got to hurry, but they do have time. The clock is moving. Let's see what they do here. And it's given to Dobbs, and he's taken down. Gain of 1 on the play.
Gain about 1 yard on the play.
And Ansonia will call a timeout with 27 seconds to go.
Back on play by Roy and Fred Robbins.
And 27 seconds, 27 and a half seconds. So if you're Coach Brock with 27 seconds to go, what are you thinking?
I think you're going to, he's going to try to throw the ball. Depending on how many timeouts left, he may try a run and play with Dobbs, but I think he's just going to air it out, and you'll probably see Dobbs go out for a pass again like he did before.
You probably will. Certainly they've got 27 seconds. That's plenty of time. That's an eternity if you're the Ansonia Chargers to try to get in the end zone. So this is going to be something that they're going to want to capitalize on.
And Richfield has closed the gap on Shelton. It's now 21-17 Shelton over Richfield.
Tell you what, you taught him well.
You still got ways to go.
You got 2 more breaths coming up, right?
Yep.
Ansonia now coming out of their timeout, getting ready to come up to the line.
First time he carried the ball, I called him Marcel.
You put him on trap?
Let's see what Ansonia does. And Cafaro's back. He's got number 11 wide open for Ansonia, and that's going to be another touchdown for the Chargers. Number 11, Cody Tedosio. Beautiful pass by Cafaro, and you know what? I know it's only the first half, but you could put a stamp on this game. I believe this game is over. It is now 35-8 Ansonia, and the Chargers are, in my opinion, Sean, they are going to be going to the Class S final this Saturday.
Not too shabby for what was supposed to be a down year.
Not at all, and see what Ansonia does. I think they'll just kick the extra point, or maybe not. Maybe they're going to go for 2. Probably, Cafaro's had issues with his foot lately. They probably don't want him to get hurt. And it's going to go to Tedosia, or a fumble, Lopez, and he does not get in.
A 2-point conversion is no good.
With 19 seconds to go in the second period, it is all Ansonia. Ansonia 35, Cromwell-Portland 8, and you know what, the second half, Sean, I think it's going to be like it was the other night. It's going to be mainly the JVs out there.
Certainly might be looking that way right now with a 35-8 lead for the Chargers. We want to remind everyone in just a few minutes at halftime we will have interviews with Ansonia legends Kenny Tinney and Montreal Dobbs.
And just another score update. It is now Shelton 21, Richfield 17. So Richfield is back in the game. And it is Rocky Hill 35, Seymour nothing with 2 minutes left in the first half. And looks like Rocky Hill will be going to the Class S championship as well. And, should be interesting. Should be an interesting Class S final.
That's the good thing.
Great job by Richfield getting back in that game against Shelton. That should be a great second half, at Finn Stadium. And now Richfield's taking the lead, I believe. I think they're ahead 24-21 over Shelton. I could be wrong, but I did just hear an update. Squib kick. Let's see and it's picked up at about the 40. And he's going to be dropped right there with about 12 seconds to go.
And if you're Rocky Hill, you take a...
Been confirmed. Richfield is up ahead. Is ahead again, 24-21 over Shelton. And thank you to Ryan Driscoll from Seymour, Connecticut, again, giving us these scores. Appreciate it.
If you're Cromwell, you take a shot here in the end zone.
I mean, you got to do something. I mean,
12
it's
seconds.
a long mountain right there, but I mean, you've got to try. I mean, seems like we'll see what they do. I think you try to throw a deep pass, but with 12 seconds, you don't really have a lot of time to.
They are in the shotgun. Sonia prevent defense.
They will drop, and Coleman will drop, and it's going to be a little screen pass to, I believe that's Sapp, and Sapp has had a great game quietly. I know the score doesn't indicate it, but Sapp has had a real good game in this first half.
And that's the
for
first down, so the clock will stop with 2 seconds.
Number 33.
And timeout, Cromwell. Panthers call timeout with 2 seconds to go.
Price of the foul and stop for Ansonia. Timeout. Cromwell.
You know the rest of it.
Like that.
Oh, yeah. No, a couple months ago. I didn't see it.
Great first half for the Chargers. I mean, they've just basically had their way with the Panthers. And you know what? I don't think the Panthers really played a bad first half. I just think Ansonia is so good that, what could you do? You have to tip your cap to the other team sometimes. And Ansonia is just, a dominant football program.
It was tight there early when it was 13-8, but Ansonia just took over. And, if you're Cromwell, you're thinking you're not out of this game yet, but you're going to have to come out and play incredible third quarter back in this game.
The problem is, Sean, though, you have to be able to stop Ansonia, and I just cannot see the Panthers doing it, and that's going to be the big, mountain to climb.
2 seconds to go. Cromwell on the shotgun.
He drops back, and it's going to be another screen pass this time. And that's going to be the first half. That was Highsmith. And that'll conclude matters in the first half here at Jarvis Stadium. Your score is Ansonia 35, Cromwell-Portland 8.
And we're going to bring in two legends right now.
How are you?
From the Ansonia program. From the class of 2003, Kenny.
How's it going, Kenny? Good to have you here on the Derby Class. So, what do you think of this first half of play with Ansonia versus Cromwell so far?
Something to get used to around here. When the score is the opposite way, we get a little uptight. But it looks like they're scheduled to make another appearance and chase 20.
Nice. And you're also the head coach of the Ansonia Copper 14U team, right? Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
And do we have any names that we should be looking forward to in the next couple of years?
In Saint Swing football, we reload every year. And yes, to answer your question, we do have a lot of kids coming up next year. Big kid to look out for, Jacob Takish. He can step in and play varsity ball as a freshman. Wide receiver, Jalen Johnson. He's going to be another key piece to this Ansonia team coming up in the near future. Noah Thomas is another one. The list goes on. I'll be here all night talking about them, but we've got a couple kids that are going to make some noise here.
Kenny, tell me the difference between playing and now being a coach. What's the most challenging thing for you?
The most challenging thing about coaching and not playing is wanting to play. Knowing the situations, the down and distances, and just fighting for the yards, getting downhill. A lot of kids still going east and west. They don't get the concept of getting 4 yards a carry instead of going 80. So that's the toughest thing, being a coach and being a former player.
Now, how long have you been coaching?
This is my 6th year now, and I plan on doing it for a long time. Like Coach Raleigh was on, I guess, a couple weeks ago, and he said he's been in the program for, 35, 40 years now. I'm trying to be that guy. I'm trying to be Kevin.
Now, is there a goal to move up eventually to the high school level, or do you just want to stay with Pop Warner?
As of right now, I don't have any plans on moving up. My assistant coach, offensive coordinator, Kente Douglas, he's out there now with them. I think Greg Hall's soldier is going to be up there next year. So I'm losing 2 key pieces to my staff. But it's Ansonia. We reload coaches as well as we reload players.
And we want to bring in right now another Ansonia great that played here, and his brother's playing on the field tonight, Montrell Dobbs. Welcome, Montrell.
I appreciate you guys having me.
Montrell, seeing your brother play like this, these last 2 games, I mean, the stats are unbelievable. He scored 9 touchdowns in the last 2 games. I mean, what is it like? I mean, you were a tremendous player. What is it like to be able to watch your brother 4 years later playing like he is?
Oh, it's surreal. I mean, we work for everything that we have. And him just watching me and telling me that he want to be here one day on the stage, and now his time is here, and everything that he worked for is panning out. I'm truly grateful to be able to see it.
You know, Montrell, one game that I look back on your career that was an important game. You guys were losing the Derby at the half, I believe, 27-13. And in the second half, you guys just came out and, you know, Coach Brockett always tells the story that you guys had scored a touchdown, you were going to go in for the tie, and you said, Coach, I want the ball, I want to win this game. Talk to me about that Derby game, and what do you think about that game?
Derby and Ansonia history goes way far back than I can even tell you. So just me being a guy who started playing football in Derby and moving to Ansonia, it just put so much more into the game. Derby is the reason why I play football, to be honest. I started football in Derby, and then when I moved here, Ansonia football has molded me into the man I am today. So it's just so much more than a game between Ansonia and Derby. It's a town line, it's a town rival. It's, you know, people just, it used to be a game that it felt, you know, see people walking down the street from city to city. It's just one of those games where the atmosphere in the city, you can feel it the day of the game. And it's just one of those games I'll never remember. I played against my cousin, Sean Hendricks. He's a great player from Derby. And I just remember telling myself I couldn't lose the game to him. And I'd do anything to win. And my coach put the games in my hands, and I did everything that I could.
You know, Kenny talked about how hard it is not being able to play. You miss it and things like that. When you watch your brother doing this and you're watching Ansonia play, do you want to be back out on that field?
Oh, my God. Ansonia, I mean, as much as I love football and I'm continuing my career, I would do anything to come back here and play. This is probably the most, like, you know, when you're younger, you're like, oh, man, I can't wait to go to college. College football is great, and pros are great. But in high school football and Ansonia football specifically is something that nobody ever wants to not be a part of. That's why everybody who's been here is back here and always will remain to come back to show love for the school.
You know, Kenny, it's been 13 years since you last played. It doesn't feel like it. Talk about those two state championship teams you played on, 2002 and 2003. That was a great Ansonia. Those were great Ansonia teams. You know, they talk a lot about the 2006, 2007 team, of course, the 2012 and 13 teams. But that team, Ansonia, had a 7-year drought of not winning the state title, and you guys finally got that in 2002. So talk about that team a little bit.
Well, you have to at that time, us coming through that program and watching those guys before us, the Cortez Johnsons, the Luke Richmonds, my brother Ron Tate, my brother Jason, Kevin Sharkey, Chris Kennebrew. Like, growing up on those guys, you knew and then something special. And those guys, Luke Richmond, part of that best friend, Patrick Rowley, we knew coming in as freshmen that before we leave here, we're going to win a state championship. And we had two. And against this Cromwell team, actually, was our senior year. We beat them 55-0. And tonight we tied the series 2-2. So with that being said, I think my 2002 team probably was the best team to come through here. Not taking anything from Montreal's teams or the number one teams in the state, which we got shabbed by number one, but not taking anything away from them. Me personally, the 2002 team was the best team I've ever been a part of and the best team to come through this high school.
You know, both this, I'll start with you, Kenny. You know, the coaches you both played for. Talk about, Kenny, what Jack Hunt meant to you as a player and as, you know, a mentor.
I don't even know where to start here. Jack Hunt's been a part of my life for more years than playing high school football. Like I said, I was a part of the program as a water boy, and they took me in as family. You know, Kevin Rowley opened up his home to me and many others, and we've just been a part of the program. So I was basically like family. I had Thanksgiving with them, Christmas sometimes. You know, I lived at his house, and Coach Hunt was just one of the best people I've ever interacted with. Someone who really showed me so much respect. You know, Denise Hunt, his wife, his kids, Joe and Jeff, Coach John Hunt coached me as well on that 2002-2003 season. Words can't describe that man. He's greatness. when you talk about Ansonia football, of course you hear the Bruce Jarvises, the Coach Bill McAllisters, but you have to mention Big Jack.
Absolutely, a great man, and we do miss him. Montreal, talk about playing for Coach Brockett. You know, it's never easy when you replace a legend. It's also never easy when you didn't go to Ansonia High School, and he didn't. But he's done a tremendous job with this program in the 11 seasons here. Just talk about what he's meant to you as a player.
Yeah, Coach Brockett is a great guy. He's always been a great figure and a great teacher to the game for us. Even Coach Hunt for me, he grabbed me from 8th grade and he told me, you know, if you want this game, you know what you have to do and you have to work for it. And he's one of those guys, just like Coach Brockett, who always taught discipline, and football is more than a game. Coach Brockett was, I believe, he was maybe like 2-3 years in coaching, like head coaching by the time I was a freshman. So once he took over, I always knew that this guy was a very straightforward, assertive guy. He always taught us, you know, if you want it, you have to work for it. There's no way around it. There's no such thing as coming out here that game. You either you practice to perfect it, or you don't. You either work hard or you don't. And he's just one of those guys who always taught me it's all about the work ethic. The game isn't one on Friday, it's one Monday through Thursday. You know, he's one of those guys who just always stick it to you, who's always so sure about his game. And, you know, people like why Ansonia don't pass. It's never about don't pass. It's about everybody execute what they have to do, then we'll score, just like we. Our method hasn't changed for years. We still on high formation, still lining up and run the ball.
What do you think about this year's Ansonia team? I mean, a lot of people said it was going to be a down year, but if 11-0 is a down year, then, you know, I'll sign up for that every year. But they've just had a great year. I mean, they've gotten better and better every game. You know, they've had their way with everybody, and they've had their way thus far in the playoffs. What do you think about this year's Ansonia team?
I can relate to this year a lot because even, you know, it's Ansonia football. It's Ansonia. Every year, we expect, as in the town and as a fellow player, we expect the greatest out of everybody, no matter what
Players that we were coming through here.
About playing for Ansonia football for you.
To elaborate on what he said, it's just everything that comes with it. Ansonia only football, it's a lifestyle. It's how it teaches you how to carry on from it. So we bring a little piece of Ansonia football wherever we went next. Everybody has to game. Everybody knows that we have had great players year after year after year. They're scattered all over the place. We started getting more and more as a program, and we just have to be a part of it.
You know, guys, pleasure watching you two. Ansonia legends. I mean, you guys did on the football field, game in and game out, was unbelievable. And I want to thank you for coming on, and I congratulate you on a great career.
Appreciate you guys.
And that was former Ansonia players, Montreal Dobbs, class of 2011, and Kenny Tinney, class of 2004.
Thanks, brother.
I'll talk to you. And there's just about 7 minutes. And there's about 7 minutes to go in halftime here. And Cromwell certainly has got a lot of work to make up, 35-8. So it's going to be a tough uphill battle for them in the second half. Let's see if we can get some other scores around the state here and the CIAC playoff games. Hill House is up 28 to 21 against Killingly at the half. Windsor leads 27-14 against Middletown. Darien is up 24-7 at the half. Southington.
Let me have Windsor Middletown, right? It's not a game of importance to us.
And in the Class Double-L semifinals, Shelton is at 27 and Ridgefield's at 24.
Thank you, David, very much. We'll take a break. Score at halftime here is Ansonia 35, Cromwell-Portland 8. You're listening to high school football on News Radio 960.
And at halftime, Rocky Hill is up 35-0 against Seymour.
Yeah, it is. It is. It is. Go out there, you're going to see.
At the end of the first half, Notre Dame 9, Buchanan 7. And Valley and St. Joe's is tied at 0 at halftime. Regional. Just about 4 minutes till the half starts here at Jarvis Field. And the Chargers now coming back onto the field, as well as the Cromwell Panthers. 3 minutes to go until the third quarter starts.
Ansonia has a 35-8 lead over Cromwell-Portland. Here's going to have Mike Liddell, Brian Morales. Here at the field tonight. Get chilly as we go along. Get my line. Jake Ryder. And Mike Roccio. Both teams back out on the field. I don't think we have a conversation. And it's going to warm up. This is a real service. Well, put it on Fox of Early Radio North Random. And it says, that is on man and all the good errors. If you have any kind of room repair you need to stop, Ruin Alloys Wheel Restoration Repair, then you want to go see Fox Precision Wheel Service, 1239. Fox of Early Radio North Random. Put on the better.
Mentioned earlier, Hillhouse is up 28-21 against Killingly. Of course, Shelton is ahead of Ridgefield 27-24 at the half. And Darien up 24-7 against Southington. And just about a minute and 20 seconds to go until we start the third quarter of football here at Jarvis Stadium.
Cromwell is going to have to kick off here, and you'd really like to have the ball to start the second half if you're Cromwell, but Ansonia will receive, and you know, it's been all Ansonia thus far in this contest.
Certainly has, and you know, looked like it was close early when it was 13-8, but 35-8 at halftime.
Setting up the kickoff.
Cromwell's got a heck of a mountain to climb.
Richard Loza. Back for Ansonia. Jake Butler.
Cromwell will kick off,
Markel
and they squib it to about the 50-yard line. They try an onside kick. I think Ansonia recovers. Number 11, Tedosio, recovers for Ansonia. The Ansonia start at the 50-yard line.
Ansonia take over at midfield.
Now, I'd also like to mention, Sean, that Coach George DeMayo is in the press box tonight as well. And Coach, we had him on the show a couple months ago, did a great job. Longtime announcer for high school sports. He's been a tremendous part of high school sports.
WELI 960 AM. So in the I formation now, slot right.
Cafaro, he hands off to Dobbs again. And Dobbs again, and Dobbs again. Oh, and nice tackle by number 22, Sienna. What a game for Sienna. Dobbs gets it to about the 40, but Sean, he had it gone, and a great tackle by Sienna.
Very dangerous at Dobbs. At any moment, he can break a 20, a 30, a 50, a 70 yard run all the way into the end zone.
Just an outstanding player. Only a junior, too. That's the scary part.
That's very scary for teams. And so in the I formation now, slot left. 5 down linemen for Cromwell.
And this time it's to the fullback, number 32 for Ansonia. I believe that is Malcolm Martin. He's a big kid, Malcolm Martin, correction. Probably, you know, very big kid, and he's very explosive, too.
We want to remind everyone on the Ansonia Derby Classic Football's YouTube channel, we have a documentary, The Game, Ansonia versus Derby. We have our show Hometown Heroes, which airs on Comcast Cable 10 every second Sunday of the month at 6 o'clock, and also on Frontier Vantage.
Ansonia has a couple whiteouts to the left here. And Cafaro, he pitches it to Dobbs, and Dobbs brings it up to about the 33-yard line. Gain of 7 on the play. Shelton leads at the half against Richfield, 27-24. It's a shootout at Finn Stadium. Looks like it's going to be whoever has the ball last in that game. Very interesting game. Shelton is a Valley team, led by Coach Jeff Roy. They've been to the finals the past 2 years. If they win tonight, this would be the 3rd time they make it to the final in 3 years in a row. So we'll keep an eye on that score.
So in the wishbone now.
And it's a pitch to Dobbs. He's going to try to get, and nice tackle, and a flag is down. There might be holding, but great tackle by number 55, Austin Rambarassi.
Backfield by number 55, Austin Rambarassi. There's a flag on the field.
That might be against Ansonia, and that may be holding.
Possibly on the left guard. Or is it the fullback?
Let's see what it is here. And holding against Ansonia, penalty declined. It's going to bring up 4th down for the Chargers. About 4th and 7 for Ansonia, and they're going to punt. I think they're going to, maybe not.
They're making some substitutions. This too, though.
No, I think they're going for it. You know, we'll see, but I believe they're going for it. See what they do here on the 4th and 7.
Looks like the I formation once again with 2 spots to the left.
I think he might pass here. Let's see. And Cafaro will, he hands it off to Dobbs. Great play call. Goodbye. 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 Markel Dobbs does it again. Unbelievable run. Great call by Coach Brockett, and Markel Dobbs, what can you say about this kid? Unbelievable. His 6th touchdown of the night, I believe. Tremendous game, and the Ansonia Chargers are going to be going to the Class S final. You can put a stamp on this game. The clock needs to be stopped. The clock is running. He'll attempt the extra point, and the kick is good. And maybe not. Nope, it's no good. So Cafaro misses the kick. 41-8 Chargers with 9 minutes to go in the 3rd quarter. And it's been all Ansonia here at Jarvis Stadium tonight.
Ansonia with Dobbs right up the middle once again. We're going to need a police department to stop him on this field pretty soon.
I don't even think that'll work, Sean. The kid is just so good. You know, what can you say about Markel Dobbs? You know, honestly, Sean, I think Cromwell gave an effort tonight. I just think they're playing a team that's just too good. I really do. I don't think there was any question about effort tonight because Cromwell did do some good things, but unfortunately, Ansonia did a lot more good things.
Ansonia leads 41-8.
And it's squibbed again by Cafaro, and this time it's picked up by a Cromwell player. I can't tell, number 15 for Cromwell. That is Cottrell-Leray. Brings it to about the, I want to say the 43, maybe 45.
Brought down by Joel Parker.
First and 10 for Cromwell at their own 43-yard line. Not bad field position for Cromwell. See what they could do with it. You know, basically it's all about pride for Cromwell at this point.
So 4-4 defense.
It's given to Sapp again, and he is stopped. I think maybe 1 yard, maybe 2.
Christian Sapp, ball carrier.
Winder on the tackle for Ansonia. Winder's had a very good game tonight for the Chargers, and it is 42-0 Rocky Hill over Seymour. And Rocky Hill, it's going to be Rocky Hill and Ansonia most likely in the Class S final, and that should be interesting. And in the shotgun is Cromwell again. That's Sapp, and he gets maybe about 3, maybe 4.
Ball carrier.
Gets it to the 47, so pick up about 4.
Kobe Ortiz, along with Dr. Martin on stop for Ansonia. 3rd and 5.
3rd and 5 now for the Panthers. 7:51 to go in the 3rd period.
So staying in that 4-4 defense.
Cromwell in the shotgun again. They've been doing that all night. And 22 goes in motion for Cromwell. He'll take the ball, and I don't know. He might have got it. Forward progress, maybe. No, he's short. Probably about 2 yards short.
Sienna with the ball carrier.
Sienna, the ball carrier. He's played great tonight, though. I mean, I know the score doesn't indicate that,
Kobe Ortiz.
but Sienna, Cromwell here, Sean, you got to go for this.
Yeah, you got to go for it. It's 4th and maybe a yard or half a yard.
Yeah.
You're past the 50, you go for this.
Yeah, you definitely have to.
You don't get these chances every quarter. So.
See what they do here. I could see they got 2 wideouts to the left. Let's see what they do. Oh, and it's a blitz, and I don't think he got it. No, he did not get it. And Ansonia will take over on downs. They tried to fake it, and Ansonia didn't buy it. And again, it's been all Ansonia tonight for this entire contest. Little confusion on the field right now, but that's Ansonia's ball. He did not get that first down. Well, now Ansonia's, let's see what they're doing. They're putting some of their reserves in the game, which is the right thing to do at this point.
Marked at the 48-yard line.
I imagine it's time for Markel Dobbs to have a seat.
As they're going to need him against the next team that they play. Looks like it's going to be Rocky Hill.
See what Ansonia does here. They're just going to go on a simple. And they give it to Dobbs again, and he goes.
Pitch on the eye.
And you can't tag it, and there he goes again. He's still on his feet. He's at the 30, the 20, brings it to the 20-yard line. Another big run for Markel Dobbs, and it is the Markel show here at Jarvis Stadium tonight. An
Superstar
unbelievable
quality.
game.
I thought he was coming out of the game, but he pitched him on the I formation. He took it from the 50 down to the 28-yard line. Unbelievable. Got through a couple segments of Cromwell defense. Unbelievable to just bury over. We saw that in the Summers game, Stafford, where he just ran through the defense like a truck, and he's doing it once again here tonight. I formation for the Chargers now.
Cafaro, he hands off to number 32. That is Malcolm Martin, and Martin with a big run brings it down to about the 8-yard line. What a run by Martin. The M&M boys, Markel and Martin, and they're making it happen tonight.
First and goal.
First down, goal to go.
See what Ansonia does here. I say they're going to give it to Martin again. See.
Tight wing T now.
And they give it to number 8, Lopez. He's in for the touchdown, and the beat goes on. Ansonia just continues its dominance here tonight at Jarvis Stadium. The score is now 47-8, Ansonia, with 5:29 to go in the third period. It's all academic from here. And Ansonia will go for the extra point. Cafaro will try to do, let's see if he, and it's blocked. Blocked by number 70. That was Mark Dufresne.
A couple of problems here on the PATs tonight.
That's about the only thing that's went wrong for Ansonia. Everything else has been just tremendous for the Chargers. They've done everything right. And they're going to go to, I believe this is going to be their 42nd final that they're, or no, I'm sorry, 30th final for Ansonia. I think the finals have been in existence for 42 years, but this will be their 30th. At this point, it's all about, just playing the rest of the game. I'm sure most of the starters are going to come out now for Ansonia. This game is, pretty much over.
I don't think anyone expected this.
Yeah, Sean, I mean, you could say you don't expect it, but, with this program, you have to expect it. And it's another squib kick to about the 40. It's picked up by number 15, I believe, LeRae. LeRae's all over the place tonight for Cromwell. He's had a fine game despite the score. He's played very well tonight for Cromwell-Portland.
Got out to about the 53-yard line. So that's good yardage for them. Cromwell will start on the 50.
Winder again on the tackle for Ansonia. He's had a fine game tonight, too.
From the Ansonia, 47-yard line.
See what Cromwell does here.
Just tremendous. And go see my man Andy Shotfield down there. Arts TV and Appliance. The website, artstvonline.com.
I'm on the shotgun.
4-4-4.
And it's a pass. It's going to go to number 33, Sapp, and he gets it to the 45. Brings it to about the 40, maybe 41. Lopez and Larova on the tackles for Ansonia. That's a pickup of 5 on the play. Bring up 2nd and 5 for Cromwell.
Cromwell-Portland. Co-op. The co-op first
came into existence a year ago.
You know, Sean, we saw Stafford with a co-op the other night. It goes to show these co-ops are working for these programs.
They can make it this far, then you're doing good.
And penalty marker down. Probably a false start. I would imagine it's a false start against Cromwell. Yep. Move it back 5 yards. Bring up 2nd and 10 now for Cromwell.
Ansonia 46. 2nd and 9.
Both teams at the line.
Coleman hands off to, no, it's a pass, and he's up, little bumping right there. I don't think, and they do call the flag. I don't know. I think he was just trying to go for the ball. It's on Ansonia. It's at about the 29-yard line. Maybe he did bump the Cromwell receiver, but he was trying to get the ball. I don't think the intent was there, but they're going to call that 9 out of 10 times. So, you know, you really can't complain about the call. I think the officials have done a good job tonight. They've let the kids play. You haven't seen many flags, only on false starts, an encroachment. Otherwise, I think the officials have let both teams play tonight.
Ball being moved down to the 31-yard line.
31-yard line.
See what Cromwell could do here.
Cromwell comes to the line now. Shotgun formation once again.
It's in great shape, you know, up to 50%
And it's going to go to, is that Sapp again? That's Sapp again. He gets it to the 26-yard line.
About the 26-yard line.
Sapp's had a great game tonight. Again, you know, you look at the score and you say, well, how did anybody have a great game? But Cromwell-Portland, they came to play tonight. It's just they played a superior team, but Sapp's had a great game. Sienna's had a great game. LaRoe. So they've had some players who've really played well tonight in a losing effort. Ball at the 26-yard line. And it's going to be Coleman's back to pass, and he's got a man, but I don't know. Picked off. That's number 25 for Ansonia. That is Darwin Amaya, and he is running. He might break. He's still on his feet, and he'll be taken down at about the 49-yard line. Darwin Amaya with a big interception.
We got an update on the Seymour game. Rocky Hill leads Seymour 42 to nothing in the third quarter. At the end of the third quarter.
Sean, you know your Class S final is going to be Ansonia Rocky Hill. Should be a very good Class S final. Rocky Hill looks like the real deal, as does Ansonia. I expect a great game. That should be a great game.
Certainly should.
Ansonia will take over. Cafaro's still in the game. I got to believe he's coming out soon, but he's in for now. Dobbs has been taken out of the game, and what a night for him.
I formation for Ansonia.
Handoff, and that's going to be the number 24, maybe, Justin Butler, the ball carrier.
He's up to about the 45-yard line.
Gets it to about maybe the 44, 45-yard line.
Kevin Hinkle on the stop.
Hinkle on the tackle for Cromwell-Portland.
And for 2nd and 6.
Bring up 2nd and 6 for Ansonia.
So Dobbs has 23 carries, 289 yards, and 5 touchdowns. It was just information given to us by the Waterbury Republican.
What a phenomenal game. Handoff again, that's Butler again, and he's going to bring it up to about the 37-yard line, maybe the 38. That's going to be a first down, I think, though.
First down for Ansonia.
At the 38-yard line of Cromwell-Portland, first down and 10.
First and 10 Chargers
38-yard line.
at the 38-yard line.
First and 10 Chargers.
2:15 to go in the third period here at Jarvis Stadium. Hands off again, and Butler's going to be stopped. Got a yard on the play. Bring up 2nd and 9 on the play.
Butler on the carry. Stop by Cromwell.
LeRae on the tackle for Cromwell. Bring up 2nd and 9 for the Chargers.
And New
And
Canaan
Canaan
has a 13-9 lead over Notre Dame.
with
3 minutes left in the third quarter.
quarter.
And a fumble, Cafaro fumbles. I think he recovers. Oh, no, maybe not. I believe Ansonia recovers. Cafaro recovers.
Bring up 3rd and 10.
Just about 54 seconds to go in the third quarter here at Jarvis Stadium. Score is 47 Ansonia. Cromwell 8.
Sean, thus far, the 2 games we've done, they really haven't been great games, but it's been fun to watch this Ansonia football team and, watch Mr. Dobbs and what he's been able to do.
Certainly has a great team to watch and learn from. Sony in the eye.
Cafaro pitches to Butler again. And there's a flag on the play.
Flag on the field.
Butler is stopped. That's going to be holding against Ansonia. Now back it up 5 yards. Minute 5 to go in this third period. As it winds down.
Holding, coming is fine. Bring up 4th down. 4th about 9.
See what Ansonia does here. It's a 4th and 9. I would think they'll probably punt, but I don't know. That's going to be the end of the third quarter, and it is Ansonia 47, Cromwell-Portland 8.
Will be.
Take a break to listen to high school football and radio 96. Not my game. Yes, now we have 35. Yes, we do.
Yes, 25.
20 o'clock now. Yes, 35 in the fourth quarter. Yes. What's wrong with those nuts?
As we begin the fourth quarter here, Sean, you're going to see most of the JVs for Ansonia. And, it's good to see them get in because they practice all week. So, they work just as hard.
A lot of
Sean, keep in mind in the fourth quarter, it'll be a running clock whenever it's more than 35. So it will be a running clock this whole quarter. And as long as they maintain the 35-point lead, it'll be a running clock. If it, gets anything lower than a 35-point lead, then the clock will stop. But as of right now, the clock will continue to run, and the Chargers are 12 minutes away from going to, I believe, and I could be wrong, maybe my math isn't always great, but I would believe this will be their 29th or 30th Class S final.
If you're a JV player, this is what
you come to Ansonia
4th
for.
and 9 for Ansonia here. See what they do here, and Cafaro's going to pass.
in the shotgun.
Oh, and he takes it, and he's open, and he off the hands of Butler. Good try by Jake Butler. Cafaro took a pop on that play too. He's not hurt, but he did get hit throwing the ball.
It was
little bit of a fly pattern out there, and Farrell just threw it out there. It was just in his hands, but he just couldn't catch it.
Butler.
So first and 10.
You know what's crazy, Sean, is in 11 years as head coach, Coach Brockett has went to the playoffs every year as a head coach, and I believe this is his 10th final he will be going to, which is very impressive.
Wow,
And
head coach.
movement there, I think it's encroachment against Ansonia. I think 63 went offsides for the Chargers, and that'll be against Ansonia. Cromwell will move up 5 more yards.
From the 41. McNamara was watching Valley Regional Old Run taking on St. Joe's tonight. Got it. You got a good one out there, buddy.
Up. Number 22,
Cromwell, run.
and it's a big run by number 22 for Cromwell.
on the
That is
20,
John
20,
Sienna,
10.
and he's going to run it in for a touchdown. Touchdown, Panthers. John Sienna, who's had a very good game tonight for the Panthers.
Touchdown, John Sienna.
Great run by Sienna, and, you know, give Cromwell credit. They have not stopped playing. You know, the score's what it is, but they have played very hard tonight. They just played, again, a great football team. So now the clock will stop.
On the first play here, John Sienna just went 59 yards.
It was about 59 yards Sienna went for the touchdown. Great run by number
We'll go for 2 here.
22 for Cromwell. So they
Substitution
will
coming
go
in
for
the
the
game
game.
late.
See what they do here. Sienna in motion. And Sapp's going to try to get it in. I don't think he got in. He's going to fall short.
Two-point conversion,
So the score with 10:28 to go in the fourth period is Ansonia 47, Cromwell-Portland 14.
59-yard touchdown run by John Sienna.
And Sienna, again, Sean, a great game tonight for Cromwell. He's played good on both sides of the ball and nothing to be ashamed of.
Sienna certainly had a great run there, 59 yards.
And he's
Playing
playing
great
great
ball.
ball. A lot of runs for him tonight.
You know, Sean, I don't really know a lot about Rocky Hills, so I can't really give, you know, a good opinion about this game. But the fact that they did what they did to Seymour tonight leads you to believe that this should be a great game between Ansonia and Rocky Hill, which you hope. I mean, you know, for me, it doesn't matter. You know, I like both teams, but you'd like to see a great game.
I believe Rocky Hill gave Cromwell its only loss this season. So, of course, Ansonia is about to give them their second one here tonight, but that tells you something about Rocky Hill.
Hinkle, the kickoff for, is that Hinkle? I can't see the number good. That might be, and he squibs it, and I think Cromwell might, nope, Ansonia recovered at about the 49-yard line.
Ansonia's going to be right at the 50-yard line. 10:27 to go in the fourth.
And the clock does stop now because it is no longer a 35-point game. It's a 33-point game, so the clock does stop.
Antonia's ball first and 10 from midfield.
It's a great thing they've done with this whole thing. You know, if the game is 35 points or more, the clock continues to run, and I think that's a great thing because, you know, there's really no point to stop it.
So you now huddling up, and now coming up to the line.
What they do here.
Staying in the I formation. Slot right.
And Cafaro hands off to Butler, and he gets it to about the 38-yard line.
First down.
Great run by Butler. Brings it to, got about 11 yards on the play. Brings it up to about the 38-yard line. Maybe the 39. Great run by Butler.
Yeah, but he's the only one. No. Rallies in there. But Dobbs is there.
Richfield has scored, they now lead Shelton 31-27.
And Sean, it's just been reported by the great coach George DeMayo that Richfield has scored. They lead Shelton 31-27. So great game at Finn Stadium tonight.
First down 10.
That's with 8:17 left. in the third
Faro still in the game. Hands off to, I believe, Butler. And he gets to about the 38-yard line. Bring up 2nd and 9.
Other ball carrier gain one.
Bring up 2nd and 9 for the Chargers.
Sonia getting the play called into the sideline right now. Coach Brockett.
What a run for Coach Brockett in his 11 years here at Ansonia. Going to the final yet again. I believe this is his 9th final he's going to.
Was it 9 or 10? Sonia in the I formation pitch.
It's a pitch to Butler, and he's going to be taken down. You might get maybe, got 1 yard maybe, 3rd and 8 for Ansonia. 8:35 to go in the game, and some noise up top there. Timeout, Cromwell, yeah. Bring up 3rd and 8, and again, I want to thank some people that helped us tonight with scores. Ryan Driscoll from Seymour. Also,
This has been Darien up 38 against Southington 7, 106 in the third quarter.
wow. What a program Darien is. As you know, last year they were the Class AA champs. Darien has a great program and has had a great program for a very long time.
42-7. It's all over. 42-7. It's all over. It's Rocky Hill. Rocky Hill 42, Seymour 7. So Rocky
And
Hill.
we do have a final. Rocky Hill defeats Seymour 42-7. They will go to the Class S final. I want to thank Coach George DeMayo for giving us that score from
Sonia in that wing T now.
3rd and 8, and Butler, the ball carrier, and he's going to be taken down, maybe a yard. And that's going to bring up 4th and 7 for Ansonia. See what Ansonia does here. And they're going to punt.
Fourth down.
Ansonia will punt. Your score with 8 minutes to go is Ansonia 47, Cromwell-Portland 14. As we mentioned before, Rocky Hill did defeat Seymour tonight, 42-7. Rocky Hill will be going to the Class S final, and it's pretty much a given. They're going to be playing the Chargers in the Class S final. There's a whistle blown here. I don't know exactly why. Maybe delay a game. Delay a game against Ansonia. Back it up 5 yards.
Game against Ansonia, move the ball back another 5 yards.
Played it down.
Cafaro punts, and he punts it to about, and it's going to probably inside the, did it get in the end zone? And Cromwell will take it at the 20-yard line.
Down at the 2.
And Cromwell gets it at the 2-yard line.
2-yard line.
want to mention, Sean, that this is also Rocky Hill's first Class S final. I want to thank Ryan Driscoll, who gave us the information. He's been a big help all night with scores and information. Ryan, of course, a former Seymour High School athlete. He graduated in 2015, and just a big help tonight, so thank you, Ryan.
Now we have Cromwell on the shotgun.
And Coleman back to pass.
The end
He's got a
zone.
man out there. And it's caught by number 11. And he might go all the way with this. It would be a 98-yard touchdown, and he is going to go all the way. Touchdown, Cromwell. A 98-yard touchdown pass by Liam Coleman to Deanna Highsmith. Great play by Cromwell. I'll tell you, Cromwell did not give up. They played hard. You got to give them credit for that. And it's now 47-20, Ansonia. Give Cromwell credit, Sean. They didn't quit. You got to respect that about them.
And they were down at their own 2-yard line.
That was a heck of a pass, heck of a catch. And
11 left. That's pretty remarkable. Looks like they're going to go for 2 here.
They will go for 2. And Sapp is going to try to take it in himself, and there is a penalty marker down. See what the flag is. I think that's going to go against Cromwell, but hold the phone. I believe that was a legal substitution.
7-11 left. I started seeing signs. Now illegal substitution against Ansonia.
And that was against Ansonia, so the 2-point conversion is good. So 47-22 Ansonia.
11 left in the fourth quarter. For Ansonia 47. Cromwell 22.
So the first material.
Look at varsity back
I
here.
got first final of the night. I was on one side of that. Top carrier, so I wasn't good.
They don't play their varsity. They are varsity.
Looks like Dobbs is coming back into the game here.
Yeah, well, you know, Sean, Cromwell's not taking their players out yet, so I think Coach Brockett's thinking is, you know, I'm going to keep my guys in as well.
Yeah, she didn't have to pick her. Not a lot. There's 2 schools.
And Cromwell kicked us onside last time. Imagine they'll do it again.
And another squib kick. They're trying for, and that kid got drilled. I think Ansonia recovered, though.
The onside kick?
I think it's recovered by number 86 for Ansonia. I believe that is. Or 88, Christopher Rowley. And again, Rowley has had a good year for Ansonia. Had a touchdown in the Thanksgiving game. That was very nice to see. Dobbs is back in the game. I think Coach Brockett's thinking is, you know, he doesn't want to get his younger guys, you know. Number 13 is going in for Ansonia. That's Justin Caranuto. I probably said his name wrong. I do apologize. He'll take over as a wideout.
Sony in the eye with Dobbs in the backfield.
Hand off to Dobbs, and he's gonna, and it's a fumble, and Cromwell has recovered. Cromwell has recovered the fumble. They'll take over at about the 45-yard line.
It's Sony's 45-yard line.
You got to give Cromwell credit. They have not quit, and you know, I think it's too much of a hill to climb, but it'd be interesting to see if they score on this series. The clock stops now. I mean, it's no longer a 35-point game, and Cromwell's playing hard. They haven't given up.
Cromwell on the shotgun now. And Sony in a 4-3 defense.
And Coleman's going again. He's got number 20 out there. That is Alex Hinkle, and he gets out to about the 24-yard line. And he brings it to the 27-yard line. Great job by Cromwell on that play right there. Tell you, Sean, it's been a very good fourth quarter.
And all of a sudden, Cromwell's making the game.
Yeah. You know, we haven't seen much action. It's been one-sided, but this last quarter has been pretty exciting. Coleman in the shotgun again, as he's been all night. See what he does here. I say it's going to go to Sapp. See what they do, and it does go to Sapp. And Sapp brings it to about the 20-yard line. Pickup of maybe 5 on the play.
It'll be second and about 6.
Second and 6 on the play for Cromwell. Cromwell in the shotgun again.
6:25 to go.
And it's going to be another pass. Coleman, he's got a man out there. That's number, and it's caught. Touchdown, Cromwell. Excellent pass by Liam Coleman, and the pass was complete to number 11. That is Deontay Highsmith, who's had a very good fourth quarter here for Cromwell. And just like that, it's 47-28 now. And the Panthers are playing. They have not given up. Tell you, Sean, give Cromwell credit. They didn't give up.
You know they're going to go for two here.
See what Cromwell does here. It's probably going to go to number 33, Mr. Sapp again.
Shotgun. Timeout. Looks like
they might go
trying to call it
and
timeout.
he's throwing it again, and it's going to be incomplete. Broken up by number 10 for Ansonia. That is Brent Washington.
2-point conversion attempt, no good. 6:16 left in the fourth quarter. For Ansonia 47, Cromwell-Portland 28.
47-28 with 6:16 to go. Again, it's a little too late in my opinion, but give Cromwell credit. They kept fighting.
And St. Joe's leads Valley Regional a score of 21-7 at the end of the third quarter.
St. Joe's, you know, a very good football program, and right now they're positioning themselves for another final. Anybody has that Shelton score, please give it to us. You could Facebook it. See what Rocky Hill does here. Probably going to onside kick it again. I say they're going to kick it in the direction of Butler, but let's see. It's another onside kick, and Ansonia recovers.
Onside kick.
That was recovered by, let's see, number 16, Bryson Cafaro. Ansonia will take over at about the 50, maybe 49. Actually, I'm a little off. That's about the 49 yard line. Now, if you're the Chargers, you know, you want to try to score here. You know, you want to put this game is put away, but you want to make sure. And Cafaro's still in the game, as is Dobbs.
Back to that
and they're going to go to that tight wing T again, Ansonia. And it's going to go to Dobbs again, and he's going to be taken down. Maybe a pickup of 3 on the play. Maybe a pickup of 2. Brings it to about the 51-yard. And Cromwell's calling a timeout.
6:05 to go in the fourth quarter. The end of the third, it's Hill House 35, Killingley 21.
The Governor's playing a great game right now. Again, if anybody has the shout and score, I'm sure our good buddy Ryan Driscoll will give us that score when he has it.
They're losing 31-27.
Right. It was 31-27 last time we checked. So Ryan Driscoll, I know you're listening. If you got that score, let us have it. Bring up 2nd and 7 for Ansonia. Back to that tight wing T again. And it goes to Dobbs. It's a pitch to that's going to be a first down. That's Lopez, the ball carrier, brings it up to about the 39-yard line.
Brought down by Amber.
Make it the 41-yard line.
Ansonia just trying to run the ball, run this clock out, get out of this game into the
Pick up the
final.
7 on the play right there for Ansonia. It was good enough for a first down. See what Ansonia does here. They're going to go back up. Looks like an I formation.
Looks like a wishbone, actually.
And this is going to be Dobbs again. And he's going to get about 2 on the play. Pick up a 2 on the play. And timeout, Cromwell.
Graves along with Olak.
Cromwell calls the timeout.
Timeout for Cromwell.
And they are now out of timeouts, Cromwell. So they basically had to call that timeout to stop the clock. But now Ansonia could just continue to eat up that clock.
If you're Ansonia,
It's still Richfield 31-27 with 1:50 to go in the third quarter. Thank you, Ryan Driscoll, for that information.
Okay, so they start the fourth quarter at City Stadium, Richfield 31, Shelton 27.
Buchanan leads Notre Dame West Haven 20-9 with 1:22 to go in the fourth quarter.
Tell you, those programs, New Canaan, Darien, year in and year out, they are just tremendous programs.
Yeah, you're right. So let's see Notre Dame later this morning. How about Windsor Middletown? Buchanan leads Notre Dame 20-9. Minute left in the game, Mike, or third quarter?
Minute 22 to go to play in the game.
Buchanan 20, and Windsor leading Middletown.
Tight wing T again, and this is going to go to Dobbs again, and he's going to be tackled. No gain on the play.
Dobbs ball carrier. Not for no gain.
Bring up third and 7 right here.
5 minutes to go at Jarvis Stadium.
Yeah.
Ansonia just want to run that clock.
Oh, you know, you got to run the clock. Third down, 7. Get everybody in tight.
3rd and 7 on
That tight wing T again. See what they do here. It's going to be a pitch to Dobbs. And scissors to Dobbs, and he gets about maybe 3 on the
Dobbs
play.
ball carrier brings it down to the 35.
And that's going to bring up 4th and 5 for Ansonia. If you're Coach Brockett, you go for it.
They're in the fourth quarter. 47-28. That's something to lead.
See what Ansonia does. Wishbone again. Cromwell moved, and that's going to give Ansonia, and the ref didn't call it.
Now,
The Cromwell player moved, but
Confusion down on the field right
Ansonia
now.
calls a timeout.
timeout in zone.
Definitely looked like he jumped, but the ref didn't call it, and that's a break for Cromwell.
Timeout now.
4:08 left in the contest here.
Cromwell-Portland 47-20 again. The winner plays Rocky Hill.
Good job tonight by the Ansonia band as well. Give them a little applause. They've done great tonight.
Yeah, this is some of the updates now. Darien 38-7 for the 7 in the double L. Richfield 31, Shelton 47.
No.
Class L, McFadden 20, no longer
And Ansonia coming out of the timeout now. Getting up to the line.
See what they do here.
It's like the wishbone formation once again.
Big 4th and 5 here for Ansonia, and it's going to Mr. and he fumbles, and Cromwell got it. Cromwell recovers. I'll tell you what, 4th quarter Chargers.
Carter Graves.
Dobbs' second fumble of the game.
Panthers have not quit. I got to give them credit for that. Bring up 1st and 10 at about the 37-yard line for the Panthers. See what they do here.
Cromwell on the shotgun.
And
Substitution.
And Coleman's back to pass. He's going to get drilled. Big sack. And that was number 11, Cody Tedosio. And that's a loss of a good 8 on the play. Probably 10, actually. Great job by Ansonia there.
Good stellar defense.
Traditional Ansonia football being played right there.
Cromwell doesn't have much margin for error here. They have got to.
Cromwell on the shotgun.
He's back to pass again, and Ansonia's coming. And the man's out there, but it's going to be well over, batted away by number 8. That's Lopez, along with Cafaro. Ansonia's really stepped it up on defense this series here.
3 minutes and 30 seconds to go in the 4th. Cromwell hanging around, trying to make something happen
here.
You know, when Ansonia needs to get it done, they get it done. And they knew they needed a big defensive series here, and these last 2 plays, they've really stepped it up. 3 to the right and 1 to the left here.
Shotgun formation once again for Cromwell.
And he's got a man. Oh, no. And it is incomplete. That's broken up by Dobbs.
Broken up by Dobbs.
Bring up 4th down for the Panthers. And this pretty much is the last dance here for Cromwell.
3:24 to go. Ansonia 47, Cromwell 28.
Been a good 4th quarter. We at least got to see an exciting 4th quarter here.
Cromwell on the shotgun now.
I don't know, and it's going to be a screen, and it's going to be incomplete, broken up by Dobbs. And Ansonia will take over on downs. And that's basically going to wrap this game up here.
2:28 left.
Darien Blue Wave leading 38-7.
Darien will be going back to the double L final. They were the champions last year, number 1 team in the state.
Ansonia now. On the Cromwell 26.
Hand off to Dobbs, and Mr. Dobbs is taken down at about the 18-yard line. Bring up 1st down for Ansonia. He got it to about the 16-yard line. Gain of 13 by Dobbs. Just a phenomenal night. He's got to be well over 300 yards.
Just under 3 minutes to go in the 4th quarter.
And he is at 313. 30 carries for 313 yards.
Ansonia in the I formation.
And again to Dobbs, and he's at the 11-yard
Ball
line.
carrier. Ethan Roy on stop for Cromwell. Gain of 2, second and 8.
Bring up a 2nd and 8 right now.
2:24 to go in the fourth quarter here at Jarvis Stadium. Ansonia 47, Cromwell 28. Clock is running. Ansonia in the
See
eye.
what Ansonia does here. It's going to go to Dobbs again, and he gets to about the 9-yard line. And Shelton has taken a 34-31 lead on a touchdown. Long shout QB run by David Wells gives Shelton a 34-31 lead.
10-12 to go.
With 10-12 to go in the fourth quarter. That's 3 touchdowns tonight for David Wells for Shelton, having a fine game for them. Senior quarterback. Again, thank you to Ryan Driscoll from Seymour, Connecticut. Done a great job giving us the scores tonight.
Ansonia in the I formation now.
This is Dobbs again, and brings it to about the 6-yard line.
Carter Graves on the stop.
And Sean Ansonia is going to go back to the final again. Play Rocky Hill, and hey, Ansonia will go for number 20.
Going for number 20. There's a minute left to go in this game here at Jarvis Stadium. And, Ansonia has the most CIAC titles in the state. And just adding to that potential record come Saturday, either in West Haven or New Britain.
And that's given to Dobbs, and he's taken down.
Ball carrier.
Gain of 2 on the play, maybe 1. And Cromwell is taking over on downs. Nice job by Cromwell. Give him credit. Played hard these last.
And Canaan has beaten Notre Dame West Haven 20-17.
Wow,
Class L
New
semifinal.
New Canaan, I'll tell you what, they know how to win that program.
Cromwell-Portland was 42nd
See what Cromwell does here, and Coleman back to pass, and he's got a man, and he drops the ball intended for number 10. That was Erickson. He's not on my list, but Yorksey.
35 seconds to go here at Jarvis Stadium.
Second and 10.
St. Joe's is up 28-7.
And the Cadets
Valley Regional.
looks like they're going to be going back to another M final. And then the ball goes over his head, I think, and that's going to be a safety. Safety for Ansonia. Again, Cromwell has had problems all night with the snap. And got to put a stamp on it. And the Chargers are going to go back to the Class S final, the drive for number 20, see how they do.
Ansonia can advance to the final game in the Class S for their 20th potential championship.
You know, the Chargers, can't say enough about them. They came out tonight, they never looked back, and they're going back to the Class S final. And I believe this is their 30th appearance in the Class S final. Might be their 31st, actually.
Ansonia will get the ball back here.
If you're Cromwell, you're just going to try to kick an onside kick, see what happens.
There hasn't been one regular kickoff here tonight.
Ansonia will go to 12-0 on the season. Cromwell will go to 10-2.
Double L final time, one semifinal. Main barrier 38-77. Shelton 10 minutes to go, and then the original 24 to 31. Free kick by Cromwell-Portland.
The onside kick again.
And it's recovered by 56, I believe 58. And that's number 58 for Ansonia.
58.
Luca Valencia.
Antonia's ball.
And Ansonia will probably just take a knee here, and this will do it here at Jarvis Stadium.
On the mark. At the 31-yard line.
Again, want to thank Ryan Driscoll for his help tonight. Also would like to give a special thanks to Jay Jaffer for always supporting what we do.
The Waterbury Republican.
The Republican American for helping us out tonight. Really appreciate it. Bobby Barth, the PA announcer for Ansonia, for his help. The coach, George DeMayo from WELI. Thank you guys for your help tonight. That'll just about do it here at Jarvis Stadium. Your final score, the Ansonia Chargers 49, the Cromwell-Portland Panthers 28. Ansonia will go for number 20 this Saturday.
And that game will be held either at West Haven or in New Britain, to be determined still. Mike, what do you think of this game?
You know, Sean, it was over pretty much by the half. You know, Ansonia took a 35-8 lead at the half. They never looked back. Cromwell made it very interesting in the fourth quarter, but just too much of a mountain to climb. I mean, they were too far behind. Again, Ansonia, what can you say about Markel Dobbs? Cody Tedosio was tremendous on defense tonight. Malcolm Martin, I mean, so many, Bryson Cafaro, I mean, so many guys, Tavius Winder, they all stepped up tonight. And, you know, they're going back to the final. I think it's their 31st final. And, you know, Mr. Dobbs went over 400 yards tonight, total yards for Ansonia. I believe he had 313 rushing yards and 400 total yards. Just a phenomenal player. The kid is just a great, great player, and he's only a junior. You're going to see him again next year, and you know what? From Markel to Markel, they continue to do it with this program, and what a program Ansonia is.
It really has. I want to thank Kenny Tinney and Montreal Dobbs for joining us at the half from Jarvis Stadium. Mike?
Well, Sean, Ansonia will go for their 20th this Saturday against Rocky Hill. Where the location is right now, we do not know, but Ansonia will attempt to win number 20. It's been a fun time doing these last two games, and your final here at Jarvis Stadium, the Ansonia Chargers 49, the Cromwell-Portland Panthers 28. I'm Mike Kenichi for Sean Morse saying good